Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the O.W.L's Readathon reading vlog. This is week 2. It is Monday the 6th of April and it is 1:43 p.m. I know it's later in the day, but I did some stuff in the morning. I woke up around 8 a.m. and I did some exercise. I read. We went to Kohl's to get a few things, and now I'm just spending the rest of my day editing last week's vlog, so that should be up tonight, hopefully. That's the goal for today. And also the goal for today is to read as much as I possibly can as well, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but it's gonna go. I'm just transferring footage to my computer, and then after that I'll show you what I'm reading. Alright, so I'm in the middle of 3 books. The first book, which I'm buddy reading with Emma, who is Sam's sister, and we're reading My Sister the Serial Killer. We're reading 50 pages per day, and I'm on page 152. We're not reading this today because I was working yesterday on Sunday and I only came back around 5-ish, so I didn't really have time or the energy to read 50 pages. So I told Emma that I will read it today, and she's taking a day off from reading, so we're not reading anymore today. I already read 50 pages this morning. Still really good. I'm really enjoying it. I don't think I would classify this as a thriller, even though it is classified as a thriller. Who knows? Maybe the story will change from where I'm at the moment. It's mostly about, I guess, sister drama, because I said before in my last week's vlog, the synopsis for this, where the older sister is trying to protect the youngest sister, and the youngest sister is the one that's committing these murders. My battery's dying. Hold, please. As I was saying, I don't know if I classify this as a thriller because there's not really any thriller aspects or thrilling aspects so far. It's just mainly sister bickering, and we're trying to see the dynamics of the relationship and how far the older sister will go for the younger sister. That's so far it. And hopefully there are more thrilling aspects after page 152. The second book that I'm in the middle of is Animal Farm by George Orwell. I'm on page 70, which is chapter 9. I'm really liking it. It's just basically a children's story about power, greed, and basically our society in general and how we are manipulated into doing things. That's basically what this is about, but in a children's story version. And I'm really liking it. So the third book that I'm in the middle of is The Island of Sea Women by Lisa C. I'm reading this through Scribd as an ebook. I'm only on page 143 out of 467. So I'm about 30% in. As I said in my last week's vlog, I really like this story. It's very heartwarming. It's very heartbreaking. We're basically following these 2 friends, and we're following them throughout their lives and how they grow up, and also them as hanyeos, which is basically Korean women divers. I'm really enjoying this. I want to try and finish it this week, obviously, and start Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. It's not here, it's in my book room, but that is the goal, to try and finish these 3 books by this week and start Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I just imported last week's footage to my computer. I'm just gonna eat some lunch, chill out, read, and then go back to editing, because I want to try and get this up tonight, but that's not looking too good, so I'll try my best to do it. But I'm pretty sure definitely it's gonna go up tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Hey guys, it's 3:26 and I just finished Animal Farm by George O.W.L. I'm really glad I finished this. It took me a few days to finish it, but I finally did it. I give it a solid 4 stars. It's definitely very intriguing, very informative, and I like the way it was written, as it was written as a child's story, but it had a very deeper meaning to it. That's all I can really say about this book, because everyone should definitely read it, just because it's a story about power, greed, manipulation, the creation of caste and social class. It's just really, really interesting, and everyone should read it at least once in their lifetime. It's really good. Like I said, solid 4 stars. I really don't want to edit, and I want to read some more, so I'm going to read some more and then go and edit. That is the plan. It's a very nice day outside. I'll show you. It's a really nice day outside. Okay, so I'm just gonna go read Island of the Sea Woman, and I will update you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's a little bit later. It's 9:10 p.m. and I finally got the motivation to come and edit my video. I know, at 9:10 p.m. Anyway, I also wanted to update you on my reading. I read a little bit of The Island of Sea Woman by Lisa C. I'm up to page 220. I've made a lot of progress, which is really good, and I'm still really enjoying it. I'm still really intrigued by the Korean culture and how in this particular island of Jeju, how Korean women are treated. I'm also intrigued on how the people in Korea were affected by the Japanese during World War II. That was also very interesting, and how it impacted their own culture and how they had to change their ways. Like I said, this is a historical fiction, so obviously we're gonna get some of that in the story, but it weaves really well into Young Suk, who is our main character, her story. And we flip back and forth to the present, which is 2008 for them, and the past, which is obviously since she was young. I'm at the part where she's married and she has children, so we're going through that phase at the moment. I'll probably read a little bit more tonight, maybe. If not, I'll definitely read more tomorrow. But for now, I'm just gonna sit and edit my video until I have to go to bed, which is soon. But anyway, I will speak to you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's 9 a.m. at the moment. I just woke up. Remember how I told you we did exercise yesterday? Well, my whole body is broken to the point where I was sleeping, and every time I had to move, I'd wake up because it was so painful. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna stay in bed for just a few hours, and I'm gonna watch some Brittany videos because I need that. And then I am going to edit my vlog because that still needs to be done. I did a little bit yesterday, but because it was like 9 p.m. I had to go to bed. We watched some Criminal Minds last night, which is really good. So that's the plan for today. The last time I updated you yesterday about my reading still hasn't changed. So I will update you on my reading when I do some reading. But that is the plan, and I'll speak to you soon. Hey guys, it's just a little bit later. I think it's like 11-ish, but I got book mail from Booktopia. It finally arrived. I think I ordered this a few weeks ago, and obviously due to what's happening in the world, delivery has been delayed, but I'm so excited. They're basically sequels to the books I bought before, so I'm buying them in batches. So I first bought all the first books, and now I bought all the second books of those first books. Ready? This always happens to me. Alright, so the first book I have is The King of Fools by Amanda Foody. This is the first book. Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I got this from Dimmicks for like $5. It was a bargain. And obviously I don't have the second book, so I got King of Fools. Yay! And I know the third book is coming out, I think, this year. So Ace of Shades, King of Fools. The second book I got was Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. The first book is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I couldn't find the US covers for it, but I still like these covers. I really like the spines. Here's book one, Diviners, and this is the second, Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. For the Diviners, we're basically following a group of teenagers through the 20s, and they have to solve a murder that's happening in New York. That's all I really know, and again, that's all I want to know. I know this is a paranormal fantasy mystery sort of thing, and apparently it's really scary and spooky, which is what I really want. I'm really excited to pick this up soon. After I pick up books 3 and 4, then I will start reading it, binge reading it, because I love binge reading series. Alright, so the third book is Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the second book to the Raven cycle. I just realized that I bought the wrong one. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not that picky, but well, that sucks, but it's okay. Anyway, the first one is The Raven Boys. It basically follows Blue, who comes from a family of psychics, and she meets these group of boys called the Raven Boys, and I think they try to find ley lines. There's Welsh kings. That's all I really know. I know it's YA fantasy. Again, with the same as Diviners, I want to get all the books before I binge read these. And the last book I got is God's Grave by J. Kristoff. I don't have Nevernight with me because my mom's borrowing it, but it's about a girl named Mia whose parents got killed, and for revenge she basically signs up to this assassin school to try and basically become an assassin so she can get revenge for her parents. So I'm pretty sure the first book we follow her through assassin school. Really like the spine and the whole thing. Unfortunately, Dark Dawn is kind of sold out everywhere. They don't have paperback versions of them, they only have hardcover versions of them, and I don't know when I'll get Dark Dawn. So for now, Nevernight and God's Grave. So that's all the books I got, and I'm pretty happy with this stack. I actually ordered a few more books, so in the coming weeks I'm sure there'll be more book hauls. There was one book from this haul that was posted later, so that should be coming in next week, and I'm so excited with it because now I won't tell you what the book is. I'll show it to you when it comes in. I really like that edition though. So yeah, these are all the books. I still haven't read anything. I'm still watching Britney videos, which I will still continue to do until I have to get up and edit my vlog. Now I'm just gonna arrange all this in my bookshelves. I'll insert a little clip for that. Hey guys, it's 2:05 p.m. and I did some reading. I did my mandatory 50 pages of this, and I'm at the part where like I'm just so close to the ending, as you can see, but obviously 50 pages, can't go above that. From where I'm at, it is thriller-esque at the moment, but throughout the entire story it's a lot of drama kind of happening, because if you watched my last vlog, I basically said it's more to do with the sister relationship between this and the debate to doing the right thing or protecting your family. That's what we were looking at throughout this entire book, and now we've come to the ending. Maybe we'll see what the older sister decides. It's really interesting. I still really like it, and I can't wait to finish it. That's all I read so far today. Right now I'm just gonna do a bit of organizing. I found this new app called Notion, and it's basically a productivity app, and I got a free trial through Sam because he's using it and he wanted to get an extra month free, so he sent me a coupon and I got an extra month free. I am going to be doing that and doing some organizing, and once I'm done with that I'm gonna edit my video. I keep saying I'm gonna edit my video and I haven't. I really do want to edit my video. It's just editing is so meticulous and it's just so time consuming. I'm gonna be doing that, and if I do any reading obviously I'll come and update you, but that's it so far. I'll see you later. Hey guys, it is 4:11 p.m. at the moment. My mom just came by to drop off some books that she borrowed, and she wanted some books as well, so I gave her some. She wanted Shadowhunter Academy and Ghost of Shadowhunter Market and my God's Grave second book, because I said she had the first book Nevernight, so because she wanted to read it. And then she gave me this. I don't know what's this. I mean, it's a book, but I don't know what book it is. I'm really surprised. Okay, let's open it, shall we? My mom. I told her the other day, because I was trying to listen to the Michelle Obama's Becoming audiobook, and I told her I just couldn't follow along. I really need the book. got it for me. Oh, Mom. That's so cute. That's so cool. Oh, that's so good. I can't wait to read this because I did listen to the audiobook and I wasn't really following along. Audiobooks are just really hard for me. I'm not sure. I really have to read along with it. That's what I did with Daisy Jones and the Six, and that was a phenomenal experience. So I want to try and do the same with this because I really love her voice. My mind just keeps wandering when I listen to audiobooks, so I really need the physical copy for it, and I can't believe she got it for me. That's so cool. Ah, she's so cool. I love her. Let me call her. Thanks. Yeah, I did. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's 9 a.m. I think. I'm sorry I didn't update you last night. I was just trying to figure out Notion and I managed to create a master reading list with everything organized. So I'm really happy about that. So that's what I was doing majority of the time. And I did read Island of the Sea Woman by Lisa C. a lot more. I think I'm on page 300 something, so I made a good amount of progress, and I will talk about my thoughts on that later when I get to that book. Right now I want to finish My Sister the Serial Killer. Emma, who I'm buddy reading this with, already finished, but I have that much left, so I'm gonna sit here and finish this before I have to go out to get some groceries. Well, there you go. I'm done. That was, I don't know. I think I expected more from this because obviously it's advertised as a thriller. So I had expectations for this. But it's not what I thought it would be. It was still really, really good. Really fast paced because of the short chapters. And it's more of a domestic mystery, I would say, because we're basically trying to follow these two sisters, and obviously the younger sister is a serial killer and the older sister is trying to cover up for it. It's all in the synopsis, not a spoiler or anything. We're following the older sister and seeing how she's griping with either trying to protect her younger sister or actually doing the right thing. And the last pages that I read, we see her making that choice, and that was it. So I give this a solid 4 stars because I really did enjoy it, and the characters were extremely flawed, but I really appreciated them because obviously these characters are not meant to be perfect. So if you want a really fast read, and if you're getting into mystery thriller, like adult mystery thriller, definitely pick this up because it's definitely a good starter to it. And because I've read a lot of thrillers, that's why I was a bit underwhelmed with this. But if you're starting to get into mystery thrillers, definitely pick this up. I forgot to mention that My Sister's Serial Killer completes the prompt of charms, which is to read a book that starts with M. We're gonna go out now and get some groceries, and then when I'm back, I will update you on the Island of Sea Woman and my thoughts about it, okay? Hey guys, it is 10:54 a.m. at the moment. I just came back from grocery shopping. It was an eventful grocery shopping. We now have food. I just wanted to come on and update you on the Island of Sea Woman, since that's the only book now that I need to finish in order to move on to Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I stayed up till 1 a.m. last night and I got to page 327. I don't have much left because there's only 467 pages left, as you can see. Not much left. The reason why I stayed up till 1 in the morning is because something really horrible happened, and after that I just needed to read some more because I was really invested in the story. So before that event happened, the politics that is happening after World War II, I know really impacts Young Suk and Miha's lives. Those are the two main characters, by the way, but we're only following Young Suk's perspective. Anyway, those politics really impact their lives. And when I was reading those politics, like who got elected or like who's able to get elected. That kind of stuff, I was really bored. But don't get me wrong, whatever happened to those people in Jeju, the murders and the rapes, and it's just horrible things happening. I could barely read what was happening to those people. And then I got to the part where those horrible stuffs happened to Young Suk. And I did not expect that particular, if you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about. That particular scene, it really impacted me. I literally bawled my eyes out. It was really unexpected. So I had to put the book down and step away from it for a little bit. And I kept thinking about it throughout the night as I was just chilling out with Sam, trying to watch Modern Family, cheer myself up. I was really thinking about it, hence why I stayed up till 1 a.m, just continuing on from there. Wow, it really impacted me. Let's keep it at that. But after that event, we can see why those two best friends fell out, because that's the whole point of the story. We're looking at Young Suk and Miha's lives from their childhood till old age, and we find out in the present, like I said, 2008, that they've fallen out. We don't know why they've fallen out, and now we know. I did not expect that part of the story to really hit me that hard, but it really did, and I really like this book. Maybe that's probably the reason why subconsciously I never picked up historical fiction, because I know it'll probably hit me as hard, because real life events is much more scarier than actual horror books or horror movies, because you know what happened and it's really impactful. But anyway, on a lighter note, I will try and finish it today so I can move on to Elantris. But for now, I have an online lecture that should be starting in about half an hour, and I am going to edit a photo for Instagram, my Bookstagram. If you are not following me on Bookstagram, it's linked down below. All my socials are linked down below if you want to follow me there. I'm gonna edit that photo and maybe read a little bit. I will update you if I made any progress with the Owl and the Sea Woman. But for now, I hope you're well and you're having a good day. And I'll see you later. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. It's the 9th of April and it's 9:18 a.m. at the moment. I just woke up. I wanted to come on and update you on my reading. So last night I finally finished The Island of Sea Woman by Lisa C, and I gave this book 4.5 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Besides the gut-wrenching emotions, we look at friendship, motherhood, culture, tradition, war, tragedy, sisterhood, and the progression of society. This book really took me on a journey. I learned a lot, I cried a lot, I laughed a lot, and I also relate a lot to some of the Korean cultures and traditions, because Indians have somewhat similar cultures and traditions back in the day. So I do know what these women are feeling. The reason why it's only 4.5 and not 5 is because obviously historical fiction is not my genre. And yes, I really did like this book, but it just didn't have that gut feeling 5-star that I always get with 5-star books. But either way, I thoroughly enjoyed my experience, and I don't think I'll pick up this book again just because I tend to stay away from sad books. And again, this book made me cry so much. So, will not pick up this book, but I would definitely recommend this book if you're into historical fiction for sure and you want to know more about Korean culture. I definitely want to pick up more of Lisa C's books just because I learned so much about the Korean culture and what the Koreans went through during World War II. So I would love to read more of her books. This book definitely completes one of my O.W.L prompts, which is arithmancy, and that is to read a book that had a different genre from my favorite genre, which is fantasy. So I read historical fiction. So that completes 4 prompts already, which is really good. I have 8 prompts, so that would mean I have 4 more prompts left. The next book I'm going to pick up is Elantris by Vendredi. I don't have the book with me at the moment because it's back in my bedroom. This is for the prompt of charms, which is to read a book with a white cover. It has a white cover. I don't know anything about this book, but once I really get into the book and I get a proper understanding of what the story is, I will relay the synopsis back to you. Right now, I'm just going to decide what I want to do for the day. Definitely going to read Elantris. I definitely have a lecture at 2:30, so I have to attend that online lecture, which is fine. I'm just gonna figure out what else I'm gonna do. Probably should be editing my video because I edited majority of it last night, but I need to finish it today so I can post it today. It's goddamn Thursday already and I still haven't posted it. Oh, I don't know why I'm like this. I think it's because I really don't like editing. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing these videos. I just don't like the editing process. But it's hand in hand, isn't it? So I'm just gonna have to do it. Hey guys, happy Friday. I'm sorry I didn't update you yesterday, but I was really busy and I didn't really have much time to read and I didn't really have anything to update you on. Yesterday I basically had to edit my vlog. I keep saying that, but I sort of finally finished. I just need to do the thumbnails, and today I just have to finish my thumbnail, maybe edit a little bit of this week's vlog so I'm not too behind, and then I can read. I read a little bit of Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I only got to page 55. I really can't tell you what the synopsis is yet because I really don't know what the heck is going on, but we are following multiple perspectives, so that's really interesting. I've heard that normally what Brandon Sanderson does is follow multiple perspectives and then in the end they all come together to form the plot. I think that's what people have been telling me. I can't wait to see what happens. It's really interesting. The world he built, Elantris, is very fascinating, so I can't wait to dive back into this later. I just finished working out after 3 days because my legs were extremely sore. I could not walk or sit or get up. So it's nice to work out again without feeling any pain, but I'm sure I'll feel pain tomorrow. Now I'm just gonna sit here and finish editing my vlog and do my thumbnails and edit today's Bookstagram picture. So I will see you later. Hey guys, it's 3:30 and I know it's late, but I literally just uploaded my O.W.L's week 1 vlog. It's scheduled to go up tonight because that's when, you know, everyone's awake in the other side of the country. So that's when I usually post my videos. So it's been scheduled. It's already 3:30. In about an hour, I have to start making dinner. Yes, we have early dinners. It's date night, fried chicken. Again, so excited. And I think I'm just going to take this time now to read Elantris for a little bit. I think you saw in one of the clips I was reading it for a little bit. Not much. It's because while I was exporting my footage, it was just giving me shit. So I had to wait for a little bit. So I just read for a while. I'm just gonna go and sit and read until 4:30 where I have to make dinner. Also, another thing that's been helping me get in the mood of reading is trying to find specific playlists for each book. So when I was reading My Sister the Serial Killer, I was trying to find some thriller mystery playlists, which I failed because there's not much up there. If you do know any playlist that has that vibes, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to have some in case if I read more thrillers. I don't know, it's just the music really puts me in the mood of that particular book, and it makes me so much more immersed in that book. So for Elantris, I know I showed you the playlist. It was a Cosmere playlist. I know this is not the Cosmere world, that's the Mistborn trilogy, but the vibe itself really fits Elantris. So I really enjoyed listening to that music and like reading Elantris. That's what I did last night, but I was really tired. I wasn't concentrating. But just before when I was reading, it really helped. So I'm gonna do that again. Oh, sun. Anyway guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and read and I'll update you when I have stuff to update you on. Bye. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is 10:26 a.m. Sam just left because he usually goes to see his grandma on Saturdays, so it's just me, home alone, no distractions. I read a little bit last night. For the life of me, I just couldn't read last night because I was just so tired after the day I had of editing and trying to get that up. But anyway, I read a little bit yesterday, I read a little bit today. I'm on page 108, which is not much. It's like, what, 50 something pages. I've read a little bit more now to give you a synopsis. Look, I'm not going to be giving you a great synopsis, but I'm going to be giving you a synopsis. It'll be linked down below if you wanted more information. So, like I said yesterday, we follow multiple characters, and I think each character has their own goal. And later on, I think Brandon Sanderson's going to bring them all together to make like the plot, I guess. And so the perspectives that we follow is a prince whose name is Raod, I think. And he just woke up one day and he is becoming an Elantrian. I'll get into that soon. Elantris is basically a place where there used to be people with magical powers and they used to be revered as gods. And then 10 years ago, there was this event called the Raod, and that basically made the Elantrians, I guess, just lesser beings, because now like their skin's just patchy and their hairs fall out and like they live in this decayed Elantris where everything's falling apart, slime everywhere, no food, no nothing, magic doesn't work. So even though Elantris has fallen, people are still transforming into Elantrians. So obviously the prince woke up, he became an Elantrian, he got banished into Elantris, which is next to this next to the city called K, which is where the kingdom is. He got banished. The king is basically telling everyone that he's dead. Then we also follow another perspective who is called Sarene, I think that's her name. She was supposed to marry the prince, and when she comes into the kingdom, she finds out that he's dead. So now she's in the court trying to figure out what everyone's plan is, I guess. And also she's following another character whose name is Hareth, and we're following his perspective as well, and he is a priest of the Vendredi. What's the thing? I don't know, some sort of religion that he's following, and obviously with that kind of religion, he's like, that religion is superior and he wants everyone to convert. And he's basically come into Arelon, which is the kingdom's name, and he needs to convert everyone, or at least have everyone believe in that religion in 3 months, or the big bad guy is going to come in and destroy everything. So that's the perspectives we're following, and that's sort of what's happening so far. Oh wait, I forgot to mention that the prince is trying to figure out how the Elantrians became lesser beings and why their magic doesn't work anymore. And the magic system is really interesting because it's basically drawing symbols, and each symbol means something. There's an index at the back here which shows what symbol means what. So these are the symbols. So each one means something. Like that one's wood, that one's focused, and like that one's honor. Like, you get what I mean. All these symbols mean something, and when you draw them, it becomes things. So yeah, it's really interesting. I know Brandon Sanderson's very famous for his different magic systems, so I'm really excited to find out more about this magic system. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. It's just because yesterday I've been just working nonstop since the morning, and I was just really tired by the time I got to read this. But today, however, is me just basically chilling out and reading, and maybe also editing this particular vlog as well, because I don't want to be behind and then post it on Friday again. I'm trying to be proactive about it. So yeah, I will check back with you later. Also, I'm working tomorrow, so I'm only gonna update you after I come back from work, but I will see you later today for an update about this. All right? Okay, see ya. Hey guys, it's Sunday now, April 12th. I'm sorry I didn't update you yesterday. I kind of had I was wrong because I was definitely distracted, and I ended up basically just putting the book down and just relaxing for a little bit. I binge watched Tiger King because everyone is talking about it, and I actually liked it. It's surprising. The reason why I like the show is because there's no good versus evil. It's just all of them are bad, and the only thing that's really good and was neglected was obviously the animals. It was really interesting. I enjoyed it. Now I've moved on. I just wanted to come on and update you on my reading and also end the vlog here because it's Sunday. I will continue a new one tomorrow, don't you worry. Yesterday I didn't really have have any progress in terms of reading, but I did have progress today. And I'm up to page 196 of Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I hit I won't say a slump, but just a mini slump in terms of I wasn't really in the mood. I just put the book down and like I said, I just relaxed. And I think last night before I just went to bed, I just really had a spark of a reading mood. So I just read probably like 50 pages and then some of it today at work. So I'm really enjoying it and I really can't wait to read more. I'll probably finish this next week, to be honest, and hopefully in time for the reading rush. I think definitely in time for the reading rush for sure, because the reading rush is on Thursday. And yes, speaking of reading rush, I was thinking of just merging. So basically the reading rush and the owls are happening together and I'm doing weekly vlogs. So my weekly vlogs are still gonna be normal. It's just that I'm going to be meshing the two together. That's what I'm gonna do. I know a lot of people are daily vlogging for the reading rush, but because for the prompts of the reading rush, I'm merging it with the owls prompt of reading rush. So I don't want to film two separate vlogs. Instead, I'm just gonna merge them together. And excuse the hair, I actually just showered, so my hair is a bit crazy. So I'm just gonna recap what I've read this week. So the first book I finished this week was Animal Farm by George O.W.L. I gave this 4 stars. Like I said, it's a solid read and I really liked how he put strong messages into this short book and it's told through a children's story. It's very simple but very impactful and I really liked it. It's a solid read. Definitely pick this up if you can. It's an experience for sure. And for this book, it completed the owl prompt of potions, which is to read a book under 150 pages. And the second book that I finished reading this week was My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyin Braithwaite. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not sure, but here we go. I buddy read this with Emma and we basically read 50 pages a day and didn't really take long to finish it because it's a very short book. And I also gave this 4 stars. The reason why it's a 4-star and not a 5-star, it's because it was more of a domestic drama than it was a thriller. And that is completely fine. It's just, again, with this, it's the same as A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I was a bit underwhelmed. There's definitely a thriller aspect to this story, but not as much as I wanted it to be. But if you are getting into the thriller or mystery genre, you definitely should pick this up because it's a great starting point for that. And this book fits the prompt of herbology, which is to read a book that starts with an M. And the last book I read this week was The Island of Sea Women by Lisa C, and that one I gave 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this historical fiction book. I really want to read more of Lisa C's books because she really does do a lot of research for this book, because obviously it's all about Korean culture, tradition, the World War II and how Korea was affected by it. And from reading that book, it definitely felt real. And obviously, as I've said before, it was really impactful and it had a lot of emotions. I really enjoyed this book. But like I said, I'm not going to reread it because I tend to stay away from sad books, sad movies, sad TV shows, that kind of thing. I go to these platforms for escapism and I don't want to be sad reading them. That doesn't mean that I won't read sad books. If I am in the mood to read them, I would, but normally I just stay away from them. For this book, it completed the OWL prompt of arithmancy, which is basically read a book that's outside of your comfort genre. And my comfort genre is fantasy, so I read a historical fiction, so it's outside my comfort zone. Wow, so far I've completed 4 owls and I have 4 more to go. And it's not even half a month yet, so that's good progress for me. Again, I will insert the total amount of pages that I've read so far. I'm definitely happy with what I've read because I've read 3 books in a week. Who am I? If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you're having a really good week. And if you are participating in the owls, I hope you're doing well in your owls. If you're not, it's okay. Just have fun. Again, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.